Hi everyone, welcome to this Business Plus overview. Today I'm going to show you the tools that you can create as an admin of a Business Plus dashboard, and then we'll switch to the agent point of view so you can see how your agents will actually go and use those tools when they create a transaction. From there, we'll switch back and talk a little bit about compliance and how to keep your homepage organized as an admin. Starting out, I'm going to come right up here to this picture in the top right and go into the My Account section. In the My Account section, this is where you'll be able to customize your branding. And if I click on Profiles, make sure my admin profile is chosen, this is where I can upload a logo and change the background color. Here I just have the dotloop smiley uploaded as my logo, and I've changed the background color to black. But here I can change the background color to any of these available and also remove the logo and upload a new one if I need to. Now this will show up on all of my agent accounts as well. So they will see the smiley in the top left and the black bar across the top. If we switch to a client point of view, when they receive notifications to sign documents or messages from your agents, it will also show your branding right here along the top of the. Now let's head back over to our dotloop account. From here, let's click on the templates icon in the top right. And templates are going to be home to the documents, task lists, and clauses that you create. Once they're created here, they will appear in the agent accounts for them to use. And here I can take all of the interactive documents that I've made available and I can put them into separate folders here. So you can see I have a listing folder, a purchase folder. We can click on those to see the documents over to the right. If we scroll past documents, we can check out some task lists that we've created. Maybe these task lists are just for administrators to use, or we can create task lists for our agents to use as well. We'll click through these. As an admin, you can also build out a clause library. So you can see some example clauses here. These will appear when an agent starts typing appraisal or acceptance, and dotloop will complete the thought for them so that they're not having to copy and paste from another source. They'll be available right within dotloop. Now, if we skip over workflows for just a minute, that's where you'll find loop templates. And loop templates are where you can take document sets and task lists and standardize a loop for your agents. That way it's easier for them to have everything that they need, and it's also going to be easier on your admins when they go into the review the file. So for example, I have a residential listing loop template. It has all of the documents that my agents will need for a listing folder, and then also suggested documents necessary for when we receive an offer on this listing. Scrolling back up, it will automatically apply the workflow needed for when the agent submits for review. And let's just scroll back down past documents. We have an empty folder for closing documents. It will automatically add a task list for our agents. Once we get past our checklist here, you can also see that not only will it add any traditional roles that we would need for a real estate transaction, but you can also add your own customized roles and custom view details fields. So any one or anything that's unique to your office or your process, you can have that added in on a loop template so that the documents will autofill with that information, or so you can make that role or those details available. Now that we've talked about loop templates, we can come back over here to workflows. Now, workflows are where you will design the path that you want a loop to take when it's going through compliance. And you will set up workflows for different transaction types. You can see our buying, listing, rental, or just a review workflow. And then within that workflow, you can set up review stages. Now, dotloop's already going to have some suggested ones, but again, if you have a certain process within your office, you can come right over here to the right and add your own stages. And then you'll set up the way that you want the transaction to go through compliance. So as you can see, the template section holds a lot of information, but this is where you're going to set everything up for your agents for them to work faster and more compliant within dotloop. Before we switch to the agent point of view and actually create a loop, I just want to talk about one more thing, and that is your people section. And within your people section as an admin, you can see your trusted service providers, and you can add certain lenders, attorneys, other service providers that your office works with on a regular basis, and they will be available to your agents within the transaction. From there, your agents can link clients with those trusted service providers and start that conversation. Your people section will also be where you can add and remove agents from the roster as necessary. So now I'm going to head back to the Loops homepage. And I'm going to switch to an agent point of view so we can see how an agent would actually utilize a loop template and then submit for review. So let's just switch over to this other screen here where I will be an agent. So if an agent had a new transaction to create, they would just click on Add a Loop. They would go ahead and name that loop. Since I'm going to be doing a listing today, I'm going to go ahead and name the loop the property address. And we will choose Broken Oak Place and click Continue. And here's where they have the opportunity to apply a loop template. And as the agent, I'm just going to click on this downward arrow and grab the residential listing template. After we click Continue, we can upload a photo, but I'm just going to go ahead and click Done, and dotloop will create that loop for me. Now we can click on View Loop and see everything that loop template added for us. Within my loop, I can see the custom branding and logo at the top. Scrolling through here, you can see the documents that were added for me. You can see that they're separated out by folder. That's the way my admin would like to see them. Here's the local service providers that my admin added as well. And then my people section, followed by tasks. So all of my custom task lists were added as well. I know what I need to do as an agent to complete this listing. Now to fast forward just a bit, we're going to pretend that this agent has gone through and completed all of the necessary documents, and now they're ready to submit for review. They can do this by coming up to the top right and clicking Submit for Review, or if they downloaded the app to their mobile device, whether it's iOS or Android, they can also submit for review from the app. We'll just stay right here to click Submit for Review, and it looks like my office has required additional details, and these will have to be completed before I can complete submitting for review. So let's fill out these required details here. Once we've completed the details that my office has required, I will click Next. I just need to select a folder to submit, and at this point it's just my listing documents that need to be reviewed. And because I applied a loop template, it's already applied the workflow that this transaction will go into to be reviewed, and then I can also type a custom note for my admin. And let's go ahead and click Submit. Now as the agent, I can see over here to the left that my folder is now in Listing Needs Reviewed. I can see the documents that were submitted here, and once this folder has been approved or returned, I will receive an email letting me know, and if it has been returned, I'll also receive a helpful note letting me know what I need to change. Now switching back over to the admin's point of view, we need to figure out which files we even need to review. We're going to receive an email, but it's also helpful to set up your dashboard to see everything that needs to be reviewed. So to do this, the first thing I need to do is switch my loop view, because as an agent, this grid view may be great, but dotloop has created a custom view just for admins, and that's our compact view. We know that as an admin, you need to be able to see as much as possible on your home screen. It definitely condenses all of the information down, and you can see exactly what you need to see here. Now, not only is changing the view helpful, but making sure that you apply filters. And that's when I'm going to come right up here and click on the Filters button. That will bring out a tray where I can scroll through and check off all of the things that I need to see. And as an example, let's scroll down to Review Stage. And if I'm the admin that's in charge of reviewing Listing Needs Review loops, I'm going to check that box right there and then click Apply. Now, if you want to take this one step further, you can also change the way you're sorting your loops. Right now I'm sorting by creation date, but maybe I'd rather sort by submitted for review date, so I'm doing everything in order. And that shows me loops that were submitted in 2016. So let's actually switch this sort, and now I can see the loop that was just submitted for review, which is the one that we just submitted from the agent point of view. So with all of those pieces working together, you can create a dashboard that makes so much sense for you. And just to go over that one more time, I changed my loop view to compact. I changed my filters to only see the review stages that I need to see. And then I also changed the way I'm sorting my loops. And now I can go right into the loop that was just submitted for review. It lets me know I have 2 documents to review, where I can just click Open All. And you can see it looks a little bit different than it did for the agent. and I can say that the exclusive right to sell listing contract has everything it needs. We'll click approve. I will go to the next document, or I can also approve, or let's say we return this one. Once I say returned, I'll send a note to Sam letting her know why it was returned. And let's go ahead and send that note. Now that I've gone through all the documents, I will click done. Change this review stage from listing needs review to return to agent, and click finish. Now, the agent, Sam, just received an email letting her know that her file has been returned, and she's going to know that it's her consumer guide that's been returned, and she's also going to see the note that she's missing signatures. Now, if I'm an admin and I'm working through my to-do list, if I go back out to my home page, I no longer see the loop that I just reviewed because it no longer fits my filters. It's now returned instead of listing needs reviewed, and I can go right into the next loop here and start opening and reviewing files. Just two more things I want to talk about with you. First, you have your reporting dashboard here. And that's going to show you across all of your loops, across all of your agents, total sales year to date, loops year to date, and other stats that you would need to know. And from this dashboard, you can also find our report builder. So from here, you can build a report or customize a report to break down all of the details that are within your loop so you can see them all in one place. Now from here, I just want to make sure I show you where you can find all of the integrations that are available through dotloop. And to do that, I'm going to come up here to the top right and go into the My Account section. And as the admin, I can click on Apps, and I can scroll right down and find our directory. So if we go into our app directory, that will show you our full list of apps and integrations that are available, and you can click on each one to learn more. So I hope this overview gave you an idea of everything that's available to you as an admin using Business Plus, and you can see how you can help your agents stay compliant, how you can help them work faster, and also how you can customize your own home page to see exactly what needs to be done that day. Happy looping.